No spoilers, please, until the afternoon. Until we get to the afternoon, okay? If you binge watch it, kudos on you. I don't binge watch, but I'm not going to be like, oh, let's wait till the next week to watch episode two. No, I, I, I'm kind of like when you were a kid, you'd want to watch the next episode right away, but you'd have to wait a whole week. That's not how streaming works. You have to kind of people binge watch. I will cut it in the middle. We're gonna watch Griselda. No, we're gonna watch three and four. I'll give a like. Well, we're not gonna watch it here. We're gonna look at Hordak and Shadow Weaver. They make a better couple, right? And I'm gonna be watching this. You might see like 5% of the episode, but I'm going to take out the sound. Um, it was a late night. So far, not very good. I gave a C, probably C to a C minus for both episodes. As George Lucas would say, it's beautifully made, but I don't really give a shit. Let me grab my headphones. I thought William Shatner would play Light Hope, but he's playing Keldor. Now, either they're two separate people and Skeletor was never killed. It's just funny because Mark Hamill and William Shatner are friendly rivals on Twitter. Star Wars, Star Trek, get it? Remember when they argued whether a spot on the moon was the rebellion symbol or was the Star Trek symbol? They couldn't figure this out. So either Keldor and Skeletor are two separate people, or they're going to retcon the comic books. So whatever you read in the comic books that came out before Revelation is shit. It doesn't matter. It doesn't count. What is in the story counts. The only thing that might be fine, but the only thing I don't like is when Evelyn's father was a fucking cannibal, and her father is the faceless one. Now the faceless one kind of came into fruition with the 2002 cartoon, not the 1983 cartoon. But that's just how it is. Nothing could be more said and done about it. So with that, I'm going to start. Got some notifications. I do not care. I got stuff to do. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right. All right. It is starting. So I'm going to put, let's see if I can get us a little bit. Nope. All right. Can I? There is Hordak and Shadow Weaver. The Horde ships. Oh, look at the Horde troopers. Rock on. There's been some. I remember the conflicts in the comic strips. Cool Horde troopers. Let's get a. I finally bought the figures because I never bought the Horde Trooper toy when it came out in '86 or '85. That's a shame. So we got the Horde here. We got Grizzlor. I'm sure Leech is in there somewhere. Mantenna. Leech, yeah, there's Leech. I remember my cousin got that figure before I did. How do you drain rock? So Rock On is dead. That's fantastic. So you could actually leech off of rocks. That is so stupid. They killed off Rock On. And Rakon's not a dummy. He's a formidable opponent. Like he's not stronger than He-Man or Skeletor, but he can still do something. Uh, See, I was thinking about this last night after I watched the first two episodes. Wouldn't Man at Arms, a tech wizard, or even maybe even Orko would see right through the disguise? So they're two separate people. So Skeletor doesn't know about Keldor. The fuck? Yeah, what an undignified state for Skeletor. This is stupid. Skeletor is a little bit smarter than this. Supposed to be. You mean it's Mark Hamill being the Joker and working around that, right? Hell, even I know we all think of Alan Oppenheimer's Skeletor, but Brian Dobson's Skeletor is really good. Or Kevin Dobson. I'm getting the Dobson brothers mixed up. Oh, so they are the same person. Or not. The fuck? I just. Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Yeah, that's right. This is Keldor's origin. That's right. This looks right to me. And then he turned to Mark Hamill Joker. Ah, here we go. The twins. We don't see She-Ra. We don't see Adora. We kind of see that maybe he took the child. No Despera. I might give this episode a C plus on just getting the origin looking right. Who is that? Oh, is that Eva Lynn? What's happening here? I think they're fighting each other for a laugh. I don't know. And it's based on the original concept of the sorceress from the mini comics. Oh, for fuck's sake! It's always about He-Man and love triangles. Oh my god, they're wasting their time on this. There could have been other things going on. Oh, okay, then I don't know. Hmm. Well, Tila's quest is it for not. Hmm. Well, then why let him die? If he kept him, if he had kept him alive, if the sorceress had done what Adam wanted, or yeah, to keep the king alive to see them get married, then he could die. That would have been better. Just my thought. So they're taking away the big airship, take away the parts. I'm hearing William Shatner. Dobson was pretty good from the 2000X cartoon. He could do both Keldor and Skeletor. Hmm? How do you break a sword? Or unless it's a lie, you don't need to repair the sword. Oh, so Skeletech is his name. I'm trying to think when the Masters of the Universe cartoon first came out, Filmation, they had just finished Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan, but were almost finished with wrapping up Star Trek III: The Search for Spock. Oh god, they're doing the whole Return of the Jedi shit. What? Oh, Gwildor's here. Yeah, it's Gwildor. That's the first time we're seeing Gwildor in animated form. Mm. You're gonna stay behind. Oh yeah, the battle armor. Well, at least there's a logical reason for the battle armor to exist. But somebody has to do it. With the fuck off with the notifications. Hmm. Yeah, this is obviously a way. So, like in the comic books, when Hordak tried to take over Eternia after he returned, he built these miniature fright zones, and that was sort of a techno virus. So it was magic and technology, but Hordak orchestrated that himself. He had Shadow Weaver, but it was like an onslaught. He really, I mean, like I just like the idea that he just came in full force. Mm. I barely remember much about Gwildor. I felt like they couldn't do anything with Orko in the Masters of the Universe movie, so they just put Gwildor in there. And I believe I had the toy for a while. That toy came out in '87. That and Blade and Ninjor, and then the Eternia playset. Those are like the last of the significant like '80s toys before the space toys. Which I might start. I might start trying to get some of those figures. I have two of them. No, we already knew Gwildor was. We already knew Gwildor was going to help the moment we got to the cabin. So he's got battle armor, battle sound, He-Man. I'm not sure what the battle armor did. Okay, so they have a new fancier way of doing the techno cult. I see. It's William Shatner, the guru, the motivational speaker. Whiplash. so it's the techno religion, but they're doing it differently here. I like how everybody just like nobody questions this, right? Nobody questions this at all. Like they haven't seen this guy in decades. No crown. What is this about? What? So he left the crown at home, and He-Man's like, "Oh, I figured it all out." Even though all he had to do to keep the deception going was to just take it with him. Remember, this is a moral lesson. Don't leave your shit at home when you really need it. And that's Screech, right? So breaking in. Yeah. I don't know what's going on. I think Screech is working for the Horde. Oh, here come the Horde ships. Oh. Now everybody's running away from the ships. Well, I guess everything has to happen so quickly since it's only 5 episodes. This could have been more thought out. Mm. What kind of castle is that? The Techno Castle? Still not better than this one. This is the real castle. Also, now he's at him again. He lost his power. He lost his way. So Adam and Cringe are on a quest to get back to Grayskull. I will say that looking at this and the other one, I think it's a little more organized, but maybe it's because I've been spoiled by the comics. I'm just not feeling it. We're not given enough time to care about Hordak or the Horde or anything else. So there's Keldor leading the Horde. You know, it has always been written that Skeletor and Hordak do not like each other. They'll work together because they're bad guys, but at some point, one's going to turn on the other. I will say that I like I would say Keith David as Hordak is probably the best. Of course, I miss the snorting that Hordak would do. And so we end there with Adam falling before Skeletor. That one I'll give a C plus because I like seeing the Horde. I like seeing Keldor's origin a bit. But I just don't feel like, I mean, yes, we're getting to these significant points, but it just doesn't fucking matter. I mean, it doesn't matter to me. So here we are with episode 4, Voyage to the Home, or A New Home, A New Hope, whatever. So we got the new castle. There's the new Techno Castle, the Horde Castle. Now that was shown kind of in the comic books. And at some point, the goddess of Horikoth, which was Evil Lyn, turned on fuck off notifications. Rob David's there working on this. He did better work. Written by somebody else. Yeah, so eventually Skeletor got the power from Hordak. And then He-Man and Skeletor faced off one last time. Well, Skeletor always remembered his past. So they're going to try to say that the skeletons in the other universe were all fake memories. If there was better writing and better pacing, I would have liked this. Well, they got Marlena. See, there's a whole backstory in which Saren the Witch, which was Keldor's mother, was a good servant to King Grayskull. But King Hiss manipulated the Gar to turn against the king, which caused a problem between the Gar and the humans, which sent them all to Anwak Gar, the island, where and I think it's accepted that Cyclone, one of the masters, is a Gar. No, it's never explained how Cyclone got his tornado powers. I know they're trying to do a backstory, but I always thought, before Twistoid, like Man at Arms, like gave him legs, and so because his torso is not connected to the legs because they're robot legs, that he could spin around. Yeah, so Evelyn and they're going to try to plot to take back Eternia from Hordak, but you got like 10,000 ships. But see, you don't need the deception. You don't need the Keldor deception. You could have just like taken all those ships and blow up, destroy Eternia with an atomic force, and then take it over with like 10,000 fright zones. That would have been the end of it. You don't need to do anything else. You don't need to manipulate or do all this Palpatine, Senator Palpatine is on your side shit. All you had to do was just, take all the ships and destroy everybody. So that's Man at Arms' new armor. Silver Man at Arms. Yeah, because he hasn't been doing shit. Remember, he was hiding in his village the first time, the first few episodes of Revelation. Oh gosh, you got the teeth. So, like, I remember somebody pointed out that He-Man defended Eternia Grayskull for 200 episodes and won. Tila did it for 5 episodes and lost. So there we go. I mean, Gwildor has to do something. I always just thought Gwildor was more like Man at Arms, but like either he knew magic or he knew technology. But I mean, I guess Gwildor could have been Man at Arms' teacher or his student. So we got the Horde. I still like that episode from where the Horde attacking Grayskull. King Grayskull died defending Grayskull from Hordak, and that's how he said, "I have the power." He just said it on a whim, and that became the thing. But he had to defend Grayskull and his wife Tila Na, and you had the Mer people, you had the Beast people, you had all kinds of like the Gar become the Council of Elders because they had to protect the power from Hordak should he ever escape the Spondos. Oh god, here we go. Sulking time. See, when there was I think it was the origin of Marlena being the astronaut, that's when she let him know that he knew she knew his secret. There's too many scenes like this. That's the problem. It's trying to be this is us. This is us Eternians. And I'm like, I get it, but like he knows who he is. Yeah, I will admit that is a nice design for the Horde Troopers. So I bought the Horde Trooper figure, I think, a year or two ago. He's having one of those moments where it's like, know thyself to be true. So, oh, here we go. Let's see what this memory's about. It's Meg Foster. I don't know why, but that action figure looks ugly. The motherboard figure. More notifications. Skeletor has more sense to overthrow Hordak. See, that's the thing about Skeletor is that he'll work with Hordak, but he knows he's going to betray him. He has to. And this, I guess it's the same here as well, but he's like, there is no relationship between the two characters at all. Like these two had a relationship of some type, whether it was a hate relationship or a slight, like 10% trust relationship, there was always something between the two. Mm. There was a whole story about the Havoc staff. Now, originally, it belonged to the Faceless One, Evil Lynn's father. But there was a whole thing about. Oh, hold on. So it's banished. That's that's exactly what happens. But the thing is that he was in Etheria. Yeah, so Hordak should have still been in Etheria the whole time. But in the comic books, though, Skeletor, oh, for fuck's sake. A revolution? Xbox 360 revolution? What is this? A super Hordak? Oh my god. Let's see how long this we got left here. This be something of note. Yeah, we got some time. Let's see if this actually goes anywhere. Now, if Skeletor's smart, he'll overtake Hordak and get the power for himself. But oh, it's the first time we see ankle bracelets in Eternia. Well, now, see, in that case, the battle armor would have been better. See, I think it would have made more sense for Prince Adam to have the battle armor because if he couldn't get in touch with his power, then he would need battle armor. That would make more sense. Like, they did it to be cool because they wanted the toys to do things. Oh my god, is Orko taking on the Horde all by himself? This is a first. And so we got Leech. No Modulok. No Modulok. Is it gonna fire like the Master Sword in Zelda? Some Street Fighter moves here. I gotta watch that. I have never seen the Street Fighter movie from '94. I gotta see it. I still like that scene where Raul Julia as Bison says, I only saw one clip, but I saw the scene where I think I saw it like a month, like, no, I saw it last Christmas. He basically says, when your village was raided and pillaged and all that, that was the worst day of your life. But for me, it was just Tuesday. Hmm. Oh my God. That's the fright zone. Yes. I'm so not hearing William Shatner. But do we learn how he lost his face? Hmm. Okay, good scene. These are. This will get a C plus. I won't give it a B minus because the good guys haven't much to do. And where's Evil Lynn at? You know, this time when we need Sorceress and Evil Lynn. Yeah. Skeletor has to win. Oh, that's not true. Orko did do some fighting against the Horde. Oh shit. Rio Blast has been compromised. So is Snout Spout. Buzz off as well. Got 10 notifications at the time I'm doing this live stream. Give him my levity. The fuck? Oh, here we go. Turning into a rocket. Yeah, so the Havoc staff was originally Skeletor's head. Skeletor went back in time to get the ancient staff. I think Preternia. So when he got it, he married Shadow Weaver and became a great general in Horde's army. Then he got all powerful and then fought Hordak to a standstill. So that's what happened. He took he took the Havoc staff and turned into Skeletor. Yeah, so after the battle with Hordak, uh, Skeletor was beheaded, and Skeletor's all-powerful skull was put on a staff. And then Skeletor was asked by Hordak to go back and get that staff again, but he had all those memories, so he didn't want to go back and get it for Hordak. He got it for himself. Yeah, of course. What is he going to do? Hmm. Yeah. Well, there's the acolyte right there. If you want to know who the acolyte is. Because where is Shadow Weaver? Is there a Shadow? No, I think Shadow Weaver falls into the She-Ra sort of limited copyright shit. And the name is Skeletor. Dobson did it better. Mark Hamill's just, you're still Joker. It had to go that way. It had to go that way. No, there's Evelyn. No arm. Well, it does rightfully belong to her. He doesn't? What does he need? Viagra. So it's kind of like the comic books Eternity War, The Last Days of Eternia. But I think that the comic books were done much better. I mean, like it's kind of like comparing Injustice comic books to the Injustice movie. But that movie was only 70 minutes long. This is a bit longer, so there's a little more time, but still cringe. And Justice movie was cringe as well. I knew that movie was going to be cringe before it even came out. Oh, that's about it. But she could summon the Snake Men. She doesn't even do that. There's no Snake Men. Unless that's in episode 5. It is. No spoilers, please. I have not seen episode 5. I will be seeing it later. There's Ram Man. What is that? That Andra? He-Man. In They're both green. Shit. Oh god. Oh. Oh, the magic. Yeah, but she could summon the Snake Men. That's what I'm thinking. Whatever. And then there's so you get the Staff of Ka, which is Zor, and the Snake Staff, which is Serpos, and I guess it would be the Staff of Horakoth. There's 3 significant gods: the Bat God Horakoth, which like Hordak represents. Then you got King Hiss and the Serpos, and then you got the Sorceress and Zor. That is ugly as fuck. Another ugly figure. I will never buy that action figure if you paid me. Okay, so this is one all-powerful staff. Okay, here we go. Let's see what happened here. Got about less than 2 minutes. I'm assuming we're gonna get some sort of. Oh shit! Is the castle destroyed or what was going on? So it's a 3-in-1 staff. Well, I think that's about it for now. All right, let me get out of this. Let me get out of this. Oh my god. Well, that's Sonic stuff. Well, I'll probably watch some of this stuff later, but yeah, that's episode 3 and 4. Did I enjoy? I'm going to give a C plus to these episodes. I think they were a little bit better than what I watched in the beginning. Keldor's origin. I still like the idea that he fought his brother and got that he got his face damaged. That was a much better thing because Keldor was arrogant. He did everything Hordak wanted him to do, but ultimately that cost him his face. And as you see down there, let me show Keldor's facade. There's Keldor down there, and yeah. So I mean, he had all the right ideas and he had all the right executions, but it just didn't work out because he was too full of himself. He had to pace himself a bit. Using the acid he was using to try to kill Randor, he ended up defacing himself. Now, when I saw that, and I saw the way Skeletor moved like a ninja, he moved like fucking Jet Li in like the first episode of the 2002 cartoon. I thought it was great. I thought it was a really different. It was a good departure from the 80s cartoon, and definitely better than the 90s cartoon. So C plus for each one. I think the worst episodes were in the beginning, and then the better episodes came in later. Orko fighting against the Horde, that was a positive. And yeah, I think that these were a bit better, not much better. And I'll take a look at episode 5. That one will be recorded. It will not be a live stream because I can make the space for it. I usually record up to like 30 minutes plus if I'm recording on my phone. If I am doing it by live stream, then I can go longer and do something longer. But anyway, that's it for now. Do we have the power? Not in these cartoons for sure. But we'll see. There's not much left to look forward to after this. Some more content later. Oh, I'm going to be doing some gaming later.